What's up, besties? Welcome back to another episode of IEM Besties.
Woo-hoo.
I'm Steph, if you're new here.
And if you are even newer here, you're just like me. My sis was good.
How are you today?
I am okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like it's an okay day.
Yeah. Today's an okay day.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay.
Well, I had a good day, but I've had like migraines for like 3 days now. So it's just like really irritating me.
Have you been crying?
No. I just like... And we're back.
And we are back. We're here, we're queer.
Don't move it, bitch.
Okay, I'm not going to touch it anymore. Sorry. I'm like, is this in my shot? No.
Yo, let me...
I'm like...
Snap and snack again.
Keep on doing it again? I don't learn my lesson.
It's okay.
So you said it was a good day, but you just had a migraine.
Yeah.
But
it's okay. It's okay. It happens. Sometimes bad bitches get migraines.
Yeah, I had a migraine yesterday too.
Really?
Yeah, but I think it's because I was crying.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, is this what happens when you cry? Like you get migraines?
Do you not cry that often?
No, not that often.
How often would you say you cry?
How often would I cry? Like
Yeah.
sad tears?
Well,
Well,
yeah.
any tears?
Well, no, sad tears.
Okay, sad tears. I don't cry that often.
What? What's
for
that
sure,
like?
for sure, not every month I'm crying. I'm not crying every month.
What's that like?
I don't know, like every day, like every other day.
But like now that you've had a crying sesh.
Now that I'm crying, I feel like I cried a little bit today in the morning too. So I feel like, am I gonna get a minor headache? I'm not sure. That's why I made sure to eat before I got here.
You could.
Yeah.
I'm as an experienced crier.
I don't know if I was
Definitely
dehydrated.
want to stay hydrated.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know if I was dehydrated or that was like actual, like my head hurts.
It like physically exhausts you to cry.
No, it really does.
Yeah.
Like I literally was like, I need to take a nap.
That is so weird to me. Like, I also think it's weird when people are like, yeah, I never get headaches. Because I'm like, what?
I used to never get headaches until like this year.
Really?
So does that work in like I get headaches and then I start crying? Is that like the journey of life?
You unlocked like the gates, the floods.
Oh, whoa. Well, lock them up.
You lose calories when you burn calories when you cry.
I'm like, on that note, free them hoes. Yeah, no.
Did you feel better after crying though?
Like probably spiritually.
Yeah.
I'm like, my spirit probably felt better. I'm like, I don't know if emotionally I felt better because I felt like I was still happy as shit.
Yeah, like you still could have released some more.
Yeah, I probably could have. But you know when you're just like upset and you're like,
the fuck am I crying?
what the fuck? Yeah. I feel like, honestly, I feel like that's why I don't cry because I would just be like, why the fuck am I crying?
I always look in the mirror when I cry because usually like I'll like be like and then I'll be like, wait, why do I kind of look cute right now?
Wait, if I'm crying and there's a mirror, I will look at myself while I cry. I gotta say, I'm like,
and it helps because I'm like, wow, you look so pathetic. But then you're like, but look at your skin, it's glowing.
yeah. All I think is like, it's okay. I'm getting rid of like the bad pathogens like in my, blood when I cry.
Huh?
That's what they say. They say like you get rid of like bad pathogens and stuff.
What?
Yeah. Like, when you sweat, you're getting rid of like your detoxing. So I would assume that it's a similar thing. Don't fucking quote me. I remember I got a BA, not a BS.
Yes. That is such a good fucking line.
I'm like, I swear, I'm like, if it's science, do not. I'm like, political science.
I feel like that sounds right.
Yeah.
But if you think about it like that, then it's probably like very therapeutic to cry.
Yeah. No, I cry more than I for sure have in my life, like ever.
Oh,
I used to never cry. Like literally I would like fight to not cry.
I do not have that power. Remember I was telling you when we were filming the Patreon that I was like I can't be Rubier Teresa because I have zero control of my emotions. Like if someone's like, "Quiere llorar," I will.
You're like, sí quiero.
Yeah, sí, como sabían. 100%.
Is that a Leo thing?
I don't know, because since I was a little girl, like since I was a baby, I was so chillona and annoying.
Oh.
Yeah, I would cry for I would cry before they even hit me.
You were anticipating it.
Yeah, I remembered.
Yeah, no, I feel like I used to seriously never cry. Like I thought crying was such a sign of weakness that I would refuse to cry. Like I remember I used to get in arguments like with anybody, and like if they would be crying, I will make sure I'd never cried.
Sometimes I'm like really happy I've met you in this state of your life.
Yeah,
I don't think we would have gotten along back then.
Probably not. I got a comment. Wait, I'm like so funny you say that because I literally posted on. Well, my close friends, I guess if you know, you know. There was a comment, someone like DM me and they're like, oh my God, when you first got on, I have to say, like, I used to think you were such a hater, but now, like, I'm like, oh yes, sis, go off. And I'm like, it's so funny because you saying that, I felt like it was a little full circle moment. Because I feel like before, especially in middle school, you had to really hate me, and then we became friends. I don't know why it was like that, but I always beefed you with bitches, and then we became best friends.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you were right, but also wrong about me.
Damn. No, if someone was a bitch to me, I just wouldn't even bother. Like, I wouldn't even try and talk to you. I'm like, oh, that girl's a bitch. Let me avoid.
Yeah, no, I think it's like character development.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, no, that's like Chantel and I, like my number one best friend. Like, we used to literally not like each other.
I love when you say that. It's so funny to me.
I'm like, I swear, I used to like fucking antagonize a bitch. She would say bully. I would not classify it as that. Yeah.
What would you say though? Like, for why?
I would say antagonize because I felt, okay, so back then, you know, we're in middle school. This is, you guys, we're immature, okay? Remember, don't judge me now. I would never do this now. Potentially, no, just kidding. So, you know how middle school, everybody dates the same people?
Yeah.
So we were just beefing over some guy. Yeah, well, we weren't really beefing it because we were not trying to both
like middle school beefing it.
Yeah, like middle school beefing it. Just like, oh, you dated him? I already dated him.
Oh.
You know, like it was just that. And so like I encouraged some other bitch, the bitch that always be talking shit about her. I encouraged her to throw away. Oh no, that was some other bitches.
She was your friend first.
Yes.
Oh.
She was actually my friend first.
Drama llama.
Yeah, she was actually my friend first. She was one of my first friends in middle school. First and last. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. No, I am. But yeah, I allegedly. I encouraged her to do something to Chantel. I don't remember if it was throw away her PE clothes. No, it was some other bitch. It was some other bitch.
My gosh, you guys, colors.
I want to say this. I want to say this for all of the people who have, what is it called? Like when you are better, rehabilitated?
I guess.
Is that the word?
Sure.
All the rehabilitated bullies or antagonizers. I feel like I wasn't really a bully because I never. So this is how I categorize bullies, right? Like, I feel like I was the drama queen. I was the instigator. I was the instigator, not the bully. Because I feel like a bully's like, I'm bullying you because of your shoes, your clothes, like physical things are things you can't control of. And
right, but if you're intentionally getting people to throw away personal belongings, that kind of sounds like bullying.
I feel like I'm an antagonizer, you know, like.
Oh, you weren't like, go do it. You were like, you should do it.
Yeah, I was like, me personally.
I wouldn't do it, but if you want to, I'm not going to stop you.
I'm like, bitch, if you're going to do it, grab her clothes right now, let's throw them away. Let's water them, put soap, and then throw them away. So I was an instigator. Like, I would instigate.
Bitch, you're the mastermind.
Okay, but I'm the instigator. But I wasn't bullying people because, like, they were nerdy, they were this. No, I was totally the antithesis.
She was bullying the beautiful women.
Yeah, no, I was bullying. I was so loyal that if my friend did not like you and you disliked my friend, I did not like you. So like if they did something, I was, well, really, you should do this. So I feel like I was an instigator. Yeah. Like I would instigate fights.
No, that makes sense because I had a friend who was like that, except she did fight for me and she was like amazing. She's still, I don't know what happened to her, but I hope she's doing amazing.
Hey, shout out to her. She's
shout out to her. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like I would just like instigate the fights. Like if someone told me they didn't like this, I'd be like, oh, you know, Stephanie said she didn't like you, right? I'm like, oh, I don't know, because that's not what they said.
Drama llama.
Well, you know, the Stephanie said this about you, right? Yeah, no, that's what I heard. No, I mean, I don't know. Go tell her. And then you tell her, oh, well, that's what you told me.
That's what you said.
Or you know what I mean? The circle ready to fight, I would just like push something.
Oh my God, that is so funny.
So I feel like bitches that did something to me or didn't like me, I was always like, I was going to get my lick back.
So when did you and Chantel like patch things up?
Oh my God. Hold up. Let me pop this.
Were you touching it again?
Maybe. I'm like, I can neither confirm nor deny.
Allegedly. Roll the clip.
Me or didn't like me, I was always like, I was gonna get my lick back.
I'm like, to the listeners, I accidentally touched the mic and moved it. We're gonna continue to talk to them.
I want to say hello to all our radio listeners.
Yes.
Because you guys are amazing. And I feel bad whenever we post late for you guys, because I know you guys listen to us on your way to work. So I just want to say that we appreciate you.
We do. Thank you for everything, and get to work safely. Drop off your kids.
Me softening my voice for them, and I'm like, anyways.
91 KGG.
99.1 KGGI. I should be on the radio.
Before we continue the episode, besties, want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors.
Woo, woo.
The one, the only, Te Salud.
Very cutesy, very demure.
Very.
This is, if you have not tried Te Salud, I don't even know what to tell you at this point. You are missing out. This is the pitaya, dragon fruit for my English speakers. This is the Energy and Focus. It has 200 milligrams of caffeine, 350 milligrams of theanine, B6 and B12 vitamins. Come on. This is the winning team, baby. This is what you need.
Exactly. I honestly love it because I feel like not only is it good for like your immune system, but generally, now that I'm getting back into the gym, I took a little bit. I don't take the whole thing. I just take half of it, and I swear I'm good for my whole workout.
Cracked out.
Energized. I would say I'm energized. I feel like I'm energized, ready to go for the day. Like, when you're on that Stairmaster.
Yes.
And you're just like, I take a good little sip, like 30 minutes before I'm going to go in the gym. And when I'm on the Stairmaster, I swear I'm like, you know what? I got this. And I'll push it again higher.
Yes. And they have some for immunity. They have some for hydration, for sleep, you name it. Check the link in the bio. Code IE Besties for 10% off. So don't miss out, you guys. Amazing. Amazing.
Yes. Now, back to the episode.
Oh, when did you guys patch things up?
We patched things up. Damn, the worst part is Chantel and I both have a horrible memory. So probably somebody else started dating that same person because they just got tossed around. And then we just realized, probably she was, you know what? She was friends with that other bitch, I think. Well, a lot of people were friends, and then we just started kicking. I can't really remember how we rekindled.
Became.
Yeah, we just were. That's all that matters.
Oh, love. A love story.
Yeah, and we've been hooked ever since. She's a mother.
Oh, that's true. We just started following each other.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, she's stunning.
Yeah, she says you're really cool.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I know you have really great friends.
Yeah, I just only have a few friends.
No, for real. Like, not that I was shocked, but like, you know how you just meet people and you're like, holy shit, this girl is like the coolest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I felt the other day we hung out.
Yeah, with my homegirl Marisol. Shout out to Marisol. That's my bitch as well. I'm with that bitch nearly every day.
She gave me a really good documentary to watch, and I've been watching it.
Did you like it?
Yeah. I've been watching it slowly because I just kind of put it on every now and then. You guys should watch it. It's called Welcome to Earth with Will Smith.
Ooh.
But the first episode is about, I guess it's like about the senses. And how the earth, like it combines like the senses and Mother Nature. And in this first episode, Will Smith and this like blind guy go into a volcano to see how sound affects not just your hearing but your entire body, like how you can feel sound. And like even the blind guy talks about it. He's like, the way you see is like I can see when I'm hearing, and I was like, that is so crazy. Oh my
God.
Yeah. And then I was on TikTok and I got this like video where it's like 4D music. Have you ever heard of it?
No,
dude, it's the best experience ever.
4D music.
Yeah, so it kind of like you put on the headphones and the music's like over here, and you can almost feel it like move around move through your head. We're gonna play it right now. I'll play it for you. So, Saul, do you have headphones?
We could do that. You don't need something special for that?
No. That's what I thought.
Oh my God.
It is amazing. And I started thinking about the documentary and putting them together, and I was like, wow, isn't it amazing how like our senses are just the most amazing things that could ever happen? Like, because the guy, he said that he went blind when he got into like 7th grade, I think. So he was really young. Yeah. And like, it's just like amazing how people, like you think like, oh, if I went blind, like that's it for me. But it's like, there's so many ways to overcome every situation. Yeah. It's a good documentary, guys.
Oh my God. That sounds like a really good documentary. But I feel like, I only have a few group of friends, because I feel like that's why you have to be super selective. Like, I feel like you do have to like see people go through. And like, there's even people that I hang out with regularly, but they're not like my close friends. Yeah. Granted, there's just sometimes like just life, but like, I just feel like,
no, but that's like cool. Like that you have, like I've been seeing a lot of videos of like red flags in Friends, and I saw another one where this girl was like, let's talk about the green flags in Friends, because I love my friends. I was like, oh, that's true. Like, I feel like people are only talking about bad. Like, I'm tired of all these red flags. Let's talk about green flags. Yeah.
It's because I feel like the way that we're designed by nature, we're just designed to remember like the negative. So I feel like that's what sticks. Yeah. And isn't that what gets your attention? This was a good friend. I already know. Next. Where it's like
some of us don't know.
Right, so they have a target audience.
Yeah. That's true.
But yeah, for sure. Well, we did invite Stephanie to kick it actually, but she was busy.
What day was it?
I think it was like 2 weeks ago when I was hanging out with Chantel and all the girls.
Oh, yeah. You know what, though? You know what it is about Ice's friends, too, is that they all dress like...
Oh, my God.
Amazing. Like, they all have amazing style.
Okay, you look literally great. Like, for all the listeners, I already told Stephanie I need her red freaking cowgirl boots. I already told her I'm going to drive and go get them right now so that she's not shocked on the next time when she sees me wearing them.
No, guys, look at these boots. Look at them. They're so everything. Cute. They're going to become my personality for the next few months.
No, I want it to become part of my personality. Like, I need those boots. Yeah. I love her jewelry. I love the little heart necklace. Like, she's giving dainty, cute, petite, but also a cowgirl that'll get a rope and...
I know. I feel very... like, whenever I wear, like, cowgirl stuff, I feel extremely Latina.
No, you're giving super Latina.
Yeah, like, I'm about to go to Pico Rivera.
Oh, or Dallas, Texas on September 7th.
Yes. If you guys have not gotten your ticket, if you live in Texas and you haven't gotten your ticket, get your ticket for the 6:30 p.m. show. Link is in the bio. The besties are going to be there with Bueno, so you don't want to miss out.
Yeah. We're going to have the best time, guys.
I know. I'm excited. I'm like really excited.
Yeah. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to maybe answer people's questions, maybe solve your problems, or maybe not.
Yeah. And we're going to vlog the whole thing. And also, you know what? This is one of those like tests. Like, you know how they say when you like go on a trip with your friends, like if it's real, you guys come back still as friends.
Right.
That happened to me.
See an episode on the next week.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't see us here in 2 weeks.
Yeah. You know why. I'm like, should that be our episode? Like the Texas one? Should we make that?
Like the vlog?
The vlog?
Yeah.
No, like the actual episode for like Wednesday, and then maybe we could save the vlog for like another, or like Friday or something. Or should we do it?
Well, we should just see which one's better.
Okay, yeah, right. All right, guys. Well, TBD. Speaking of what's better than 2 videos this week? Because on Friday, I'm really going to post that Patreon video. If you guys are not subscribed to our Patreon, Steph, what did we do? Where did we go? What did we eat?
Oh, okay. First of all, we have to post it because I'm
going to post it on Friday for sure.
We just keep telling people and they're going to be like, fuck you, bitch. You're not going to post it.
Yeah. No, we're really going to post it.
Yeah. We went to Islas Marias to connect a little bit, have a little bestie day.
Yes.
And it was really fun and the food was delicious.
It was so, oh my God.
Yeah.
Can I speak?
Absolutely.
Okay. First of all, I went with one mission and one mission only. Well, 2. Stephanie's the second. The first were those langostinos. Oh my God. And then Sonia recommended it with garlic. Oh my God. I'm a garlic whore, okay? Like literally, I love garlic. It was so good. The butter. And then we had the mistiones. How do you say in Spanish? Mistiones? The mussels.
The mussels. Oh, the mejillones.
Mejillones.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I didn't know myself.
Yeah. The mejillones, guys, bomb. I always see people cook mussels and like wine and shit. And I'm like, where's the flavor?
Yeah,
like,
that's Italian.
American seafood to me is just like really not that good.
Yeah, no. I feel like Southern seafood though is fire. You know, you need a little bit of that black. You know what I'm saying? Like black people know how to season their shit. So like let's be real. Like the seafood boil that I make, I copied it from B Love's shit, and it was exactly how I imagined it would taste.
Yeah, but you know how sometimes you go to like an American restaurant and you order seafood and it's either like fucking a cocktail of cold ass shrimp that costs like $400 fucking dollars, or like boring ass lobster with nothing on it, like no seasoning, butter. Yeah, like no. That's the seafood that I just don't fuck with.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
Take it back.
Yeah, no, for real. I'm like, excuse me.
Yeah.
But like Kate, like the boils and stuff, it reminds me kind of the food we sell.
Oh yeah.
So I've always
like Cajun, yeah,
like very Cajun food.
Yeah, but better. It was so good. Like literally, I was like the whole time I was there, I was like, I felt like you know that scene in The Little Rascals, like, please don't say my name, please don't say my name. Darla, to the girl I love most. You've never seen that clip?
Yeah, but how does that correlate?
Oh, I was like, please get langostinos, please get langostinos. And when she was like, and the langostinos, I was like, to the girl I love most.
I was like, I'm so confused how that applies.
I'm like, it was a remix in my head, but that's how I felt. It was so good. You guys, please make sure to check out Las Islas Maria, but the one on Sierra
and Merrill in Fontana, California.
Period. And if you see me there again with the langostinos, Totino's. Send me another motherfucking plate.
Yes, guys. I'm not even lying. That shit's fucking fire.
Yeah, not an ad.
Not an ad, but it should be. They should sponsor us.
They should. I'm like, well, if they want me to go again, I will sacrifice this bodacious body for it.
I know. When I was younger, I would go through phases of what I would order on the menu. Mm-hmm. And for a long time, like months, every single day, langostinos, every single day. And then I switched to everyday empanadas, everyday mojarras. And then I just went through the menu like that. And that's how I tried everything.
Damn. She's like, that's how I know who makes the food the best.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll know he's for this, he's for that, he's for that.
Well, because when we were little, we spent all our days there because like my parents had to work, and my mom wasn't those people that left us alone. Mm-hmm. So we would just have to go to the fucking restaurant and like sit there.
You're such a hard worker.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't do shit. And it was in San Bernardino. At the time, they had one in San Bernardino, and I love that restaurant so much.
Where in the Dino?
It was off Baseline.
That's the hood, for real, for real.
Yeah, but at the time, it wasn't like that. Yeah, it wasn't like
that. I feel like the Dino got, like, crazy, like, after that mass shooting.
Yeah. Well, even before that, it already kind of was. But at the time, I was, like, I want to say, like, 8 years old. So it wasn't as bad as it is right now.
Right now.
Yeah, like, not at all. So now when I drive by, I mean, I don't drive by often, but, like, when I drive by it, I'm like, dude, this is so crazy. Like, I literally would spend every single day here. And
oh, my God.
I had no, like, my mom could leave us there. Like, she'd be working inside, and we would, because me and my brother we were, like, little kids. So we'd play outside. We'd go to the liquor store, and, like, we could go not feeling unsafe. So when it turned, like, it was, like, a shock to me.
Yeah. No, that place is, you know, the dirty Dino. Every sense of it.
Yeah.
No offense. I didn't say y'all dirty if you're from the Dino. I just said the Dino low dirty.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Hey, we're going to respect Vanessa's home grounds. Or what is it? The grounds.
The grounds.
What is it? You know how they say, like, the stomping grounds. We're going to respect her stomping grounds.
Yeah, but I think Vanessa lives in the nicer.
She does live in the nice. She said she lived by, like, the college.
Yeah. I didn't even know that fucking part existed. Like, I was always like, where the hell is Cal State San Bernardino? And then when I went, I was like, this is the same city?
Yeah. It's like even the ones like San Bernardino by the hills.
Yeah.
Dude, those houses are nice.
Or even the fact that like when you go all the way up Baseline, like in 1 second it turns into Highland, and Highland has like insanely beautiful houses.
East Highland is insane. It looks like Rancho.
Yes.
It's like a bunch of trees, pretty green grass and parks.
You're all community.
I'm like, what? I'm like, they got fences because, you know, you got to keep the homes out. But, like, there's, like, a little pocket. I swear to God, it feels like you're going to, like, Claremont or something. Like,
I know.
It's so nice.
Because I found that out because I like to drive by people's, like, with, like, where there's, like, really nice houses. And I was driving, I think I just went straight. Because my cousin lives right there, like, super close. And I went past into Highland, and I was like, what the fuck? These houses are, like, so beautiful. Like, these are insanely beautiful houses. And then that's when I realized, and I was like, it's so crazy though, like geographically how close like poverty is to like high middle class.
Yeah. No, there's such a crazy like income disparity even in the IE. Like we don't even think about it, but even in Rancho, like the Rancho's nice, but then you go like closer to the mountains Rancho and you're like,
yes.
You're like, these are estates, like mini estates. Like they're huge houses, like at least 5-6 bedrooms. Like I don't know this person, but I've had a friend who told me that they pick up from there and that the girl is like some rich girl, and I guess like her mom's a lawyer, like a doctor, but the girl is like has had DUIs, she's had like just crazy things. And I'm like, would you even I wouldn't even compute that in my brain. Like this little rich white girl is like drug dealing and stuff. But I'm like, that's exactly where the real drug dealers are at.
Yeah. Top of the pyramid, baby.
Top of the pyramid, literally. Where her mom giving her a BMW.
After a DUI.
After a DUI. And her mom's a freaking lawyer. Are you joking?
Yeah. She probably didn't even have to do anything.
And she didn't, clearly. Not anything
and
right.
Didn't learn her lesson, clearly.
I'm like, girl, like, if my mother gave me the opportunity, if my mom came up with, like, that luxury, I would have, you know, multiplied it. I would have not been chosen to be a drug dealer. Are you joking? No. It's like,
who knows? Maybe she makes a lot of money.
Oh, clearly. Because she's not driving, so she got to be Ubering somehow.
You know? I know. Where does she even get her product from? Bitch can't drive.
Like I said, I don't know the source. I was just told.
We should just start hanging out in those areas. And like, hopefully, someone befriends us.
Oh my God, not those hoodlums.
The rich hoodlums.
I'm like, those are worse because we're Latinas and like they're gonna
we're
blame
gonna be
us.
the down. Yeah.
Yeah, hell no.
You're right.
I'm like, we're the setup. They're absolutely gonna believe this little white girl that we're the drug dealers.
You're so fucking right.
And we don't even know what drugs are. Drugs, hugs, not drugs.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a no for me.
I just found a TikToker who's like, if you guys don't know, if you guys aren't hip like me, on TikTok they call us the Gardners.
Oh.
And she's like, her house looks really, really nice. There's a mosquito right by your head.
I'm like, I saw that too, and I was looking at where you're looking to see where it was.
It went behind you.
I'm like, put them up.
Yeah, and she looks like she was like, I'm going on a tea break. She had a whole bucket of just like weed shit, and I was like, oh my god.
Gardening
shit.
It's a lot of weeds.
I'll bleep it out.
She had a lot of weeds.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my god, I love you.
Oh my god,
that's the life I want to live. Like, gorgeous house and just gardening all day.
That's the house you're living. You're sliving.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, you just plant a tree or something. I don't know. If you like, you got a lot of plants, but if you want to add another pot, I feel like you could do that.
You know what? I've thought about buying one, and I'm like, it would die. Do you have a green thumb?
No.
Actually, no. I remember you telling me you don't.
No, I'm like, even my fake plants, I think, die.
Yeah, and then like, I saw her. She has like a beautiful succulent, like huge succulent in her house. She's like, I don't know how that grew.
You guys, there's this ginormous freaking tree in my house that my mother planted with a lot of love many years ago. I have not watered that tree in years, and every year it dies, and every year it grows and grows and grows. And I'm like, my mother must have planted this with so much love that it was gonna like outlast anything.
It has the resilience that she planted in you.
Right. You know what? That's true. That's what it is. Everything my mother touched becomes resilient.
Exactly.
Because you got to go through a bunch of shit.
I'm gonna tell her, hold my hand.
Hey, she'll do a little something. I'm like, my mom used to. Oh, I don't know if she want me to share this information, but she's a little magical.
Yeah? I wish I was
Patreon.
magical.
I feel like you can be.
I know, but like,
I don't ever see things and you're like, wow, deja vu, or like, I've seen this before.
Dude, I have been getting deja vu like an insane amount lately.
So maybe you are.
But what does that mean? What is deja? I thought deja vu was just like your dimensions are happening at the exact same moment.
Oh, is that what that is?
That's what I made up in my head.
I'm like, I don't know. Just Beyonce said deja vu, but no, I'm kidding.
The queen has spoken.
I'm like, and that was enough said. No, I don't know, because sometimes I feel like I'll dream of something, and then months later, it'll happen exactly as my dream, and then I'm like, and then like the pieces will like come together as that particular moment happens to me, and that happens to me quite often.
Do you question your deja vu though? Because I feel like whenever I get deja vu, I'm like, this isn't real. Like, I'm making it up.
I have thought of that too. I'm like, but I just it's crazy. I'll remember that exact same part of my dream, so I feel like I'll believe it because I'm like, I literally like know exactly like what happened.
Yeah,
here. Even though it happened right at the same time, but like I already kind of knew. I don't know. It feels weird, but
you get the feeling of like knowing. And okay, let's look up what exactly.
I'm
deja
like,
vu
what does
means.
actually deja vu mean?
Deja vu.
I'm like, and what was the deja vu song that Beyonce sang? I'm like, I know the song, but I can't think of the lyrics right now. Deja vu.
What is the psychology behind deja vu? Is a conflict between false familiarity and rational knowledge.
False familiarity. So they're saying we're making shit up.
Not just a feeling of familiarity. Deja vu is a sign of well-functioning, fact-checking mechanisms in the brain, not a memory error. Hey! That means my brain's starting to work again.
I know that's wrong. That's right. Hey, shout out to our brains.
Shout out to the brains.
We love them.
Yeah, I got a new wrinkle just now.
Oh, I was like, I could see you forming. So this is on. I could see you forming like Professor X right now.
Oh my God, stop! Because I'm such an X-Men fan.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Hugh Jackman is hot. Was.
Okay, I do think he's hot. But I think I love Hugh Jackman because when I started loving him, I found out he like absolutely adores musicals. And at the time, I was like obsessed with musicals. So I was like, he's the greatest ever.
No, literally.
Yeah.
Did you? Oh, go ahead.
Have you seen The Greatest Showman?
No, I don't like musicals.
Oh.
Isn't Zendaya and Zac Efron? Yeah.
Yeah.
Was their love believable?
Oh, 100%.
Really?
Yeah, because their love had to do with like race. So it was really cool. Like Zac Efron essentially the movie is Hugh Jackman. He wants to be like a showman, but he gets all the weirdos like bearded woman and you know all that bullshit, but he exaggerates them. Like he gets like a really like fat person and he starts stuffing them. So he just was like putting on like a freak show.
Got it.
And then he started doing like more of a circus style, and so Zendaya was what are those bitches? Like an acrobat,
yeah,
something like that.
Acrobat,
and Zac Efron, he was like a promoter almost. So they started working together, but then he like sees Zendaya and like her little like beautiful swing or whatever.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it's really cute because like they want to date, but like Zac Efron can't get over like the fact that you know she's black, like in public.
Yeah. Wow. Wait, is this when that Rihanna comes out to do like a little cameo?
What? No.
Like where they like she comes and she like shape shifts into a bunch of different people and she's like doing a bunch of acrobats.
What? Where does she do that?
Are you sure it's not this movie?
No.
Because I feel like she dances to Zac Efron, or am I making this up?
No.
Let me see.
This can't be real.
Let me see. Let me put Rihanna. What is that movie called? Rihanna.
The Greatest Showman.
Greatest Showman.
When you said shape-shifting, I went back to X-Men. I was like, the blue bitch?
Mystique, though, is the baddest of them all. Like, the original Mystique, no shade to Jennifer Lawrence. The original Mystique is Mystique.
Yeah. She is like, she's giving body face. And attitude.
Yeah. Like 1,000,000%, I believed her.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wish I was a mutant. I wish all those things were real. If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Mind control.
You would be Professor X.
I would 1,000,000%. I would try to be. I would love to be Professor X. Yeah.
Oh my god, you fucking little sneaky ass! You just want to have control of everything.
I'm just kidding.
I would.
How about you?
I like the speed guy. I like his power.
Oh, Evan Peters.
Evan Peters, yeah. Okay. But there's also another bitch who can go through things.
Cause she's like faster than like everything.
No. She just like can go through walls and like go through people and like.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
You know, have you seen all the X-Men?
Yeah, I've seen them.
The one from the bitch from I think she's in Last Stand, where they're trying to get that little boy. You know what? My movie of the week this week is X-Men. Watch that shit.
Hey, that's a good one. Yeah. Which one of X-Men?
My favorite personally is The Last Stand.
The Last Stand?
Last Stand and Days of Future Past. Days of Future Past is the one with Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay, I like the one with the young Magneto and Professor X. I feel like those are really good actors. The ones
that's like Days
like
of Future
70s?
Past and like forward, yeah.
Yeah.
It has a lot of good actors.
Yeah, I feel like the newer ones, right? Yeah. All the other ones are like the OGs that became huge stars. Yeah. So I kind of like the first one, I feel like, because it kind of lays it out. Mm-hmm. And then I like the 70s one because I just love like everything's visually like appealing.
And Zoe Kravitz is in it.
That's true. Yeah. Now she's getting married to Channing Tatum.
I know. I love them together. Are you kidding me? Have you seen all their interviews?
Yeah.
They're adorable.
You don't think that's like a weird, like, I don't know. I would have never thought of them together.
You know what? I always think of Channing Tatum as the Channing Tatum who did 21 Jump Street and as the Channing Tatum who did Step Up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like his vibe is just so laid back that I could totally see them together. And she's like the most adorable human being ever.
Yeah, she's so hot. Yes. She has like something about her that's like very sexy. Like her and her mom had that.
Yeah.
And her dad too, I guess.
But even her, like, I feel like she's more adorable to me. Like, she just looks like the most fucking coolest person ever.
Yeah, she's adorable too. I feel like to me, she's like a sexy cool. Like, she'll smoke a cigarette and like...
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know if it's because I've been watching too many interviews of her, but she just does not give me that vibe. Like, she gives me the vibe, like, she's just super cute and, like, funny and, like... Channing Tatum just looks at her and is like, oh my god, she's so adorable. Like, I love this bitch.
Aww. I've seen like their Vanity Fair one where they're doing like the lie detecting test.
Oh, yeah. I've been watching the ones where like people are interviewing them.
Oh, okay,
like I guess like their movie. Oh, for like promoting their movies.
Are they promoting a movie?
Yeah. So it's her directorial debut. She's the one who made Blink twice. Have you seen that?
No, he's coming out in that movie.
He's the main character in that movie. Yeah,
Is that how they got together?
It looks pretty good. Yeah, they met on there, and then they like started dating and now they're engaged.
Oh my god, that's so crazy.
Yeah, the movie looks good. It's about these two girls who they go on a like billionaire's private island.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'll watch it to support her. I support
Yeah.
women's rights.
Yes, I love that women are starting to direct.
Yeah. I feel like, well, think about it. When you get told in an industry, like, eventually you're gonna age out and you're not gonna be worth anything.
Oh, that's so
You gotta
true.
start looking for other avenues of, like, other streams of income.
Yeah. But I also just think that, like, seeing, like, it's nice to see, like, characters through a female perspective, like, I never really thought about, there's this, I think it's on YouTube or on TikTok, I'm not sure. They'll do, like, a comedy bit where it's, like female scientist written by a man. And, like, they'll act out how, like, a female scientist written by a man would act out. It's like, my dad is like the main scientist and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's always somebody subordinate to a man.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I was like, that's so interesting. So seeing it, like, starting to see movies from women's perspective, like, it's crazy the shift in female characters that we see.
Yeah. And I think the depth and range, right?
Yeah.
Because I think it speaks to, like, exactly what you said, that women, we could see ourselves as multifaceted.
Yeah.
But men could just,
see us as one thing.
One-dimensional, and it's just not true.
You know what I just learned too? Sorry, guys, I don't want to get all feminist on you guys, but dude, I just learned
on me
that women have a higher chance of dying in a head-on collision because seatbelts are built for male bodies.
What?
Like, there's no crash dummy, like, female crash dummies. They're all male, like 170 pounds, 5-something, like, bill crash dummies. So the way they sit on female bodies, they're more likely to get severe injuries in a head-on collision.
Wow. So patriarchy.
Yes, yet another
space.
Yet another space where we're, like,
not safe.
Even fucking give it, because they even have crash dummies for children. And babies. And they couldn't even just make one for a girl. Like, you know what I mean? That's how they try out, like, car seats and, like, kid seats and stuff. So they have it for everyone but us.
So we make up 50% of the population. But zero part of the representation in the crash dummies to ensure our safety.
Yeah. And I saw it because I read this article of this girl who was in a collision. Her dad and her brother and her mom are the ones who, like, had to go to the hospital. The seatbelt cut through her small intestine.
Immediately stop.
Yeah. And she started, like, really looking into that.
I'm like, can we sue the car companies?
All of them?
Or the ones who provide the liability? Can we sue them? Because are you really providing liability if you're not liable for me?
Liable, exactly. And I never thought of that. Like, it's so crazy how you don't think about those things. Like, who would have thought, like, oh, this seatbelt is not even catered to me, even though it's meant to be.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Can't even be safe in your own car.
I know. Fun fact for y'all that I learned.
Damn. And not so fun, because all I can think about is that poor girl's intestine.
Yeah, she's fine. She's like,
Thank God.
She's doing good and all that. But when I saw it, I was like, no way.
Is she starting a women's seatbelt movement?
100% she is.
Sign me up. I'll sign her petition.
I'll send you the article. It's so crazy.
That's insane.
What I was looking for in my...
Oh,
no, I wrote it down, but I was looking for the article. I'll look for it and I'll link it.
I heard that. I was like, yo, that's crazy.
It says, our driving position is wrong. The standard seating position that manufacturers test collision impacts against is not the position that women typically drive in. Women tend to sit closer to the steering wheel because they're typically shorter than the standard seating position. We need to be able to reach the pedals. We also tend to elevate the seat or sit more upright to see over the steering wheel and dash. But the difference in positioning puts women at greater risk for leg and internal injury in frontal collisions.
Wow.
Thank you, sir.
Abolish manufacturers that don't consider women.
Abolish men.
Abolish men. I agree. Oh my God.
I know.
That's horrible.
I know.
Okay, speaking of horrible things, let's turn it to a positive.
Okay.
We're going to do our segment, Rose and Thorn. Guys, we also have since cut the bud because we got to cut the bull-ish.
Hey. No, it just feels more natural to say.
Yeah.
A yin-yang kind of thing.
Yeah. Because I feel like I got to think about something that's either really, like, kind of bad or, like, kind of good. I'm like, either it's good or bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your rose?
My rose will be my grandma. Shout out to my grandma. Leo season. I think it's over by the time this episode goes on.
Yeah, I think Leo season was over a few days ago.
Well, sorry to all the Leos. So it's not very double Leo of me.
But honestly, it's Leo season year round because we're Leos.
Period. I kind of feel like that because, I'm a double Leo.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm
You're
part
Leo
of that.
to me.
Yeah. Hey, the most Leo thing to say is, like, duh, of course that would
The most Leo thing to say is, let me talk about my grandma, and somehow we're talking about me again.
And she's right. But she would know she's a Leo. Yeah, so my grandma celebrated 85 years of life. Yeah, and she's so, like, healthy, happy. And, I think now that I get older, I really appreciate, actually, I've always appreciated my grandma.
Yeah.
I've always had, like,
But you see it in a more realistic way of, like, I'm so blessed to have this much time.
Yeah, and now it's crazy because I feel like now that I have more time, I think about how much little time I'll have left with her. Yeah, and it's crazy because I feel like I've read this thing called anticipatory grief, where you kind of, like, are anticipating, like, the grief or something. And I don't know, it's crazy because I feel like I never thought, like, my grandma was not immortal until, like, last year. I think it was, like, 2 years ago, because I think I was going to Bad Bunny concert, and I made her film a video to me so I could send to Bad Bunny so he could try to get me on stage.
Oh my God.
I never sent it to him, so that's why I did not see me on tour with him. Otherwise, it would have been right then and there. But she was, like, in the hospital for, like, a few days and stuff. She was feeling really bad and really sick, and I feel like that was the first time I had ever considered, like, oh shoot, she's not gonna be here forever. Yeah, so I feel like ever since then I've been, like, in a freak thing in my mind, like, when I think about that, I just think about, like, oh my God, how much more time do I have with her? I'm like, oh my God, I need to text her back. Let me text her, send her a voicemail. Because I'll freak out. I'm like, I would just hate that she sent me something and I didn't respond to her.
Yeah.
And, like, you never know.
No, but that's good in a way, just because, like, you do, like, in those moments of realization, you're like, oh my gosh, let me remind them that I love them right now. Yeah. So it's nice to have that, like, kind of, because you're, like, you're grieving, but you're also like, no, but she's still here, so let me show her that I love her.
Right. Yeah. That's how I feel. And then when we were saying her happy birthday, I was like, happy birthday, Grandma. And then everyone said their thing. And I was like, wait, actually, I do got something to say. And I said something more. Because I'm like, she needs to know. And my grandma is every bit of a Leo. And she wants everybody else to know that other people love her, too. So I know she felt good about that.
Oh, that's a really good rose.
So happy belated to my grandma.
Happy belated grandma.
Yeah. How about you?
My rose, I reorganized my room.
Ooh.
And it is vibing the way I always dreamed it to vibe.
Yes.
So it's finally coming together. I'm not done because we moved my desk because my boyfriend wants to bring his fucking PC, which I'm not happy about, but whatever. But now I have, like, free space under my TV. So I kind of want to put, like, my bookshelf there and, like, little plants and stuff. So it's finally giving, like, that boho kind of still materialistic vibe.
Yes.
So I'm excited. That's my rose.
Just giving boho, but luxury.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
That's what I want to give.
I love it. And you have such a big room. Yeah, I feel like you need to find, like, the feng shui to feel the vibe.
And I feel like that's what I'm finally starting to achieve. Like, I finally got a new shelf because my room is, like, all the walls are white except for that one. So I feel like it looks empty, and I'm starting to get a lot of lamps now because I love lamps. And that's what I'm saying, like, the vibe is starting to really get there.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, it's important. I feel like the vibe of your room will make or break you.
Yes. I've kept it clean for almost a week.
Wow. I love that. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. Oh, and I deep cleaned it. We, like, scrubbed the walls and, like, the
girl.
What's that shit? The molding. Yeah. We scrubbed that shit. I bought a little steamer to get all the dirt out.
Okay, I might have to borrow that from you.
Yeah.
It's so funny that you mentioned that because I was looking at mine and I'm like, oh my God, my shit's dirty as fuck.
Yeah, dude. I have never, like, I don't think I've ever deep cleaned my room that intensely. But it's also nice because Anthony is good at cleaning, so he was helping me, so it was, like, easier. But I was like, oh my gosh, it's crazy how much dirt is coming up right now.
Yeah, that's so funny that you mentioned that. I'm like, I definitely will be hitting you up for that steamer if I could borrow it, please.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's really important. Okay, how about your thorn?
My thorn, I would have to say I keep having nightmares. So I feel like I sleep, but I don't rest.
Of the same thing?
Not of the same thing, just I know they're nightmares.
Like you don't remember them, but you just
I do remember them, but sometimes I don't. But I've been, like, I get night terrors. Do you know what those are?
No, what is that?
It's pretty much like a nightmare, but your body is reacting to it, like
you'll be like, oh.
Yeah, like I'll scream or, like, I'll be like that.
Oh my God,
so those happen to me sometimes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Poor Anthony. He's probably scared.
Whatever. He talks in his sleep too. So
he's a sleep talker.
Dude, he literally will have full on conversations with me. But sometimes he's really sweet when he's like sleep talking though, because like I'll come to bed and he'll say goodnight like 5 times. He's like, "Okay, good night, baby," and he's already asleep, and I'm like, "Okay,
thanks."
Yeah. But I'm over here like,
oh my god. So basically, you guys are perfect for each other.
Our sleep talks are just talking to each other.
You're all scared. He's like, "Don't worry, baby, you'll be all right." You're like, hey, that's real. That's real.
Yeah.
My thorn is I feel like I've had like a really shitty couple of weeks, but especially yesterday. I feel like we were talking about earlier in the episode. I don't want to divulge why. I just feel like I had this crystal. I don't know if it's a crystal, but it's a rock. It's not a boulder. It's a rock. I don't know if it's backwards. But I think it's a crystal because I bought it at a crystal shop.
Yeah.
It's malachite. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct.
Sounds right to me.
Sounds right to me. And if it's wrong, correct me in the comments.
Let us know.
Yeah, I'm like, please, because, I could do on Google and see how I pronounce it.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think it's malachite, malachite. Read it and wait. Google it. Let me know. So I've had this crystal that my sister gifted to me. And I've had it like contained in like a little Ziploc baggie that it came in, and malachite. Wait, can I make sure I'm saying this word? Because I'm like, what if I'm saying it totally wrong?
Google will say it for you.
Yeah, right? I'm like, it has to. I'm like, sorry guys, but I wanted to say what it is, and I feel like I'm gonna throw it all off if I'm saying it wrong. Wait, malachite. What did I say? Pronunciation.
Oh my god, it's gorgeous.
Malachite? Oh shit! Thank God I googled it.
Malachite.
Malachite?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Thank God I googled that. Malachite. Wait, someone tell.
Oxide. How do you say it? Malachite. I know.
Malachite. Okay, malachite. All right. Malachite. Ignore everything that I said before this.
Roll a clip.
Yeah, I'm like, please. So malachite, it's this like gorgeous green, black kind of crystal. And the purpose for it is for like transformation and growth. And I've purposely contained it in the little baggie that I received it in because I felt like at that particular point, I knew I was facing growth, but I feel like I wasn't willing to like address it. So I've been like having it hidden and like enclosed. And I don't know if that does something, but I feel like in my mind, I was containing it and I was keeping it safe away because I was trying not to have that growth like, come into like life or something like that. And last week I opened it up and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to put it where all my stuff is at. I have my new broom, I've been organizing, been cleaning it. And, I'm just like, I'm going to put that there because now I'm just going to let whatever transformation and growth needs to happen to accept it. Like, I feel like I opened myself up to accept whatever growth was going to come from this. And so I feel like, I don't want to blame malachite, but
Come on, Mally.
it was malachite. I feel like Kanye. I don't want to say what kind of doctor he was. But yeah, so I just feel like I am trying to go with the growth because I feel like you can grow in a lot of different ways. And so I'm trying to be open to it and like grow with it rather than like fight that growth. Because I feel people evolve, like if life grows, life evolves, like why are we gonna fight something that is like imminent,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be the same person I am today. I'm gonna be next year. Hopefully
And
I'll
it's
be better.
necessary. Yeah.
Yeah, so my thorn is that the malachite is working.
Well, at least it's there to kind of hold that energy so you don't have to take it all on.
Right, that's what I'm hoping. I'm like, now I need to go back to Palm Springs to get a different crystal.
You have to, like, when it's like a full moon or like a new moon, I think you put it out in the grass, I guess, because
To charge it?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what that girl told me. Because I told her, I'm like, how do people charge crystals? And she told me, she's like, don't put it in the sun. Then she said she's in the full moon.
Yeah.
Or she's like, if I ever feel like I need it closely, like I'll put it under my pillow. So I got different crystals. I got one of my sisters a crystal, and that one was like for love and companionship, because I feel like she was going through a lot of inner turmoil with like my nieces and things like that. So I feel like she needed kind of that love, that reminder. And then I got Chantel one for like healing and like happiness, and it was like a sun, and all my big three are sun signs.
Aww.
So I'm like,
like
a little bit of
you.
me,
Yeah.
and again, a little bit a double Leo me. I can't help it. So I'm like, but it was also like healing, and it helps her like metabolism and a bunch of stuff. So I felt like I wanted to gift her that for like some healing energy.
Oh, that's cute. I know. I want to take my crystals more seriously.
I feel like you like, I don't know. I don't know like the things of it, but I feel like I do believe it. I'm sorry.
I believe in it too, just because like I feel like it's like a connection to the earth. And I oh my gosh, I actually heard this insane story, and I'm gonna repeat it on here. I heard it on a podcast, but it was like, shout out to TikTok for making videos like 10 minutes long now.
Period.
It was a story about this girl, and she said that her sister would pray to these things called the elementals. And so she kind of got her
What are
into
the elementals?
I guess it's just like beings. I'm assuming it's a kind of like powerful beings that like live in the earth. They're connected to the earth, is what, from what I can recall. And she says that like her sister would talk about it a lot, and they would like pray to elementals, and you know, they're just these beings that will always guide you the right way or something like that. And she was going, I think, to law school or something like that. And she would always talk about it to her like compañeros and stuff. And fast forward 2 years, she doesn't really remember exactly how long, but she said like roughly 2 years later, she got a call from a classmate that she hadn't spoken to in like years. And the classmate called her and was like, hey, I'm with like a few friends. I'm just wondering what those people, like those things you prayed to back then were like, what were they called? And she said that in that moment, she just, for the life of her, could not remember their name. Like she couldn't remember the word elemental. And so she was like, you know what? I'm not sure. Let me call my sister. And she was like, and it was really weird that I called my sister because she's on vacation. Like normally you don't really bother people when they're on vacation. She's like, but you know what? Like I just decided to call her. She calls her sister. Her sister answers. And I guess she's like, how did you get through to me? And she was like, what? No, I just like, I have a question. Like, what do you mean? She's like, no, how did you get through to me? I'm literally lost in a jungle, because I guess her sister was on a trip, and like one of those people who are like, oh yeah, like I'm a tourist, I can take you here, you know, whatever. Where that person was losing her and her husband in like deep into the jungle or forest. I think it was somewhere tropical. And she's like, my husband doesn't believe me. Like, I keep telling him, like, I have a feeling this is wrong. Like, I have a feeling something's not right. She's like, and you calling me right now is like I can't even believe the call went through. And she said that, like, obviously with reason, she starts to panic because that's her sister. And she's just telling her, you know, she's getting lost in the forest. And she's like, and even in that moment, being so level headed, she was like, I just told her, you know what? You're going to scream like you hurt your foot. And you're going to tell them that you can't walk anymore. Because the guy wasn't, like, he was being sketch, I guess, but he wasn't being like, oh, come with me. Like, he was just like, come on, like, it's this way, it's this way. And then, so she's like, because, like, if you hurt your leg, they have to stop. Like, regardless, you guys have to stop walking. And so she does exactly what her sister says. She was like, and when he goes for help, you're going to run in the opposite direction. Because when you run in the opposite direction, it doesn't matter if your husband believes you or not. He has to follow you.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
And so the sister does exactly what she said, but obviously at that point the sister was already trying to like reach out and like get help for her for the one who was in the jungle. She says she does that, and that she runs and runs and runs and runs, and she finally bumps into someone, and she's like, hey, you know what, this is happening, like I don't know if this is real, like whatever. And she's like, oh my gosh, so many tourists have been getting lost like in the jungle, and they like kill them and they take their organs. And so it was just like a huge like what the fuck. And then so, you know, whatever, they end up getting out of there. And she finally asked the sister, like, why did you even call me? And she was like, oh, I was trying to remember like what we would call like those beings. And the sister's like, oh my God, I'm literally getting chills thinking about it. She's like, dude, I was literally praying to the elementals like please, like, help me, like, guide me out of here because I don't know what's gonna happen to me.
Oh my God, that literally gave me chills.
And and the sisters, and so she starts to say, like, it's so crazy what, like, it doesn't have to be elementals, but the way this story hit me is, it doesn't really matter what you're praying to, but they're always, when you're, like, so pure in heart, like, they're always gonna find a way to reach you. Because here was this person that she hadn't spoken to in 2 years with the most random call ever, and she says, like, she was like, they made me forget that word because they knew I needed to call my sister because they knew my sister was asking for help.
Oh my God, that is literally the most insane thing ever.
Isn't it so crazy? When I heard it, I was like, what the fuck? Like, that is such a crazy story.
That is literally insane.
Yeah. And it reminded me because when you said about the crystals.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, like, I fully believe in that.
Yeah.
Like, I fully believe, I'm containing this and putting it away. Like, I didn't even have it, like, in, like, where light or nothing. Like, I was like, I knew I was not ready for that growth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fully believe in that.
That's awesome, though, that, like, you feel, like, you know, and that you had that and you've been remembered about it. Because, you know, like, I feel like a lot of times when people give you crystals, you kind of just put them away and don't really think about them. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, I want to get, like, a sound bath. Like, you know how you could do those big old things? But I feel like I need to learn more about it because I'm not going to just go buy something.
We should go. I've been really wanting to try meditation. It makes me panic, though. So I feel like I have to really focus and cross that barrier because when I heard the 4D music, I had just smoked. And I do try to smoke with intention sometimes because I'm like, okay, I need to, like, I'm going to smoke, but what do I want to get out of it? Like, I don't just want to be high. Like, I want to focus my thoughts on something, or, like, if I feel like I need to really think a certain thing through, like, I have to focus on it. And so I was doing that, and I came across that sound, and I remember I had saved it. I was like, I'm going to save it for when I smoke. And I was, like, listening to it, and I was completely, like, just allowing my body to submerge in the music. And then I started to panic. And I was like, I have to open my eyes. But I was like, no, just calm down. Like, you're safe. Like, you're literally in your house. You're safe. And I was like, no, I'm not safe. And I'm like, why? Like, why don't I feel okay in my own being? Like, what is happening that I can't just sit here with my eyes closed and enjoy this music and relax? So I really want to try meditation because I got to conquer myself.
Yeah. No, I think we should. I'm like, where can we do that? Like, should we just look something up? Besties, if y'all
help us
know, please drop in the comments where's, like, a good place to, like, meditate, or, like, places where we can go and do a sound bath, because I do believe in it. Like, well, studies do show that it's, like, frequency. You know how, like you said, there's certain sounds, like, certain frequencies that they're like, oh, this is good for healing, this is good for, like, calm, for peace, for sleep, like. So 1,000,000%. I mean, even the earth, right? The earth has frequency.
And even just, like, being able to close your eyes and like take that all in without having to focus on everything else. Like, it's hard, and it sounds like, because, like, even, like, castor oil, you know how they say castor oil is healing? I feel like anything's healing if you truly submerge yourself in it.
Right.
But anyways,
frequencies.
We're gonna let us know if you guys do classes.
Oh yeah, please. We'd love to do it. We'd love to do something like that. Like, I'm really down to get into that. I feel like I need to do more spirituality. I'm telling you, like, why do I feel more called to that?
I want to be spiritual, but I don't want a religion. Like, I'm uninterested in religion. I just want to feel spiritually connected to, like, the earth.
Yeah. We should go to, like, Joshua Tree or something.
We could join a cult.
Go do patchouli. Patchouli?
What's that?
Patchouli, you know, like how Native Americans, there's, like, a certain plant that they do, and they, like ayahuasca, but it's, like, patchouli or something. Or sativa? Sativa?
Sativa? I could do that.
No, what's that thing that Miley Cyrus was smoking? And it's, like, sativa? Savila? No.
Savila.
I'm like, no,
well, we could do that shit right now. So we'll have some outside.
Oh, because I don't know. I think it's, like, some other kind of Native American plant that they smoke and, like, they get high.
Could lick a frog.
Yeah, we'll lick a frog. Yeah. Basically, we're down for something that's gonna make us feel otherworldly. We need some excitement.
Yeah,
in our life.
I need some connection to the higher powers.
Yeah,
to the elementals.
Something higher.
Oh my God, we should go to Joshua Tree though. I love it there.
Joshua Tree is really nice. I'm telling you, we need to have, like, the DJ thing with, like, the guys, like, DJing, and we're just there chilling, looking at the stars. Yes. You know,
just vibing,
letting our crystals connect.
Yes, I have a little elephant that's full of crystals. My mom gave it to me.
Oh, that's really cute. Yeah.
And then I have all the, like, other little ones, but I want to know what they do.
There's a store in Palm Springs that they tell me that I saved my malachite little label that told me what it comes for. So just
I'm going to Palm Springs this weekend.
Oh, are you? Okay,
yeah, send it to me.
Okay. Okay,
Well,
text me.
not
Yeah. I was like, oh, actually,
the
just text me.
addiction, dude. I hate that. Like, I'm like, get off. I need to get off my phone.
Yeah, this morning I didn't get on my phone until like 30 minutes after.
Nice.
Which I know sounds like nothing, but I got Suki. I didn't even look at my phone. I'm like, I'm gonna walk her.
Good job.
I walked her, came back, and then it was time to work. And I'm like, all right, let me pick it up now, because I'm gonna be on the screen anyways.
Yeah, you have to at that point.
So then at that point, I looked it up.
It's just, it's hard. Apparently, like when you're just scrolling, it's called doom scrolling.
Doom scrolling. What is doom scrolling?
Like when you're literally scrolling on your phone for hours on end.
Oh my god.
That's what it's called. And I was like, I don't need another diagnosis. Like, I don't need to have another thing.
Yeah. I'm like,
to me, it's just being on my phone.
Yeah. TikTok already told me about ADHD, possibly autistic. Now I'm doom scrolling. Like,
I know. I turned off my screen time on my phone, and apparently TikTok has it now. Like, TikTok will tell you how often you're on it.
oh my god.
I know, bitch.
I'm not on TikTok that much though.
Yeah, don't.
Well, I'm on Instagram though.
Oh.
I feel like I'm on Twitter and Instagram the most. I'm an old head.
I know. Thank God I deleted my Twitter. I didn't think it'd be possible.
I don't know if I could. I feel like I could get rid of everything but Twitter.
That's what I used to say.
Even though I don't use I don't tweet.
Yeah.
But I love being on Twitter.
Yeah. But I feel like at the time when I was on it, I was mostly addicted to Twitter, so I felt like I needed to get rid of it. Damn. And then I just got used to it, so I never got it back.
Yeah, and people are not really on Twitter like that anymore. So, like, if you disappeared, like, no one would be like, what happened to your Twitter? Like, who's still on Twitter?
No, I know. And I deleted it. You know, I don't want to have
What?
I don't want to get canceled.
Oh, right.
For little me.
Oh, my God. Speaking about getting canceled for little me.
For little old ignorant me.
Hey, I'm like, you guys, I don't know. So, this is why, okay. So Alex Earl, allegedly, they were saying trademark her racist tweets.
Okay, who the fuck is Alex Earl?
So I don't consume her content, clearly. Look at me. But she's like some white rich girl, like her family. I don't know if she's from Australia or like they said her family's like heavy Republican.
But like what? She's just a content creator?
Yeah, super like one of the biggest content creators on TikTok. Like she's like one of the top. Yeah. So she's super famous. And a podcast called Who Knows Them? We Do of Them? Wait, hold up. Can I actually look it up so I'm not lying? So a podcast called We Do Know Them allegedly received a cease and desist from Alex Earl's lawyers listing like 10 complaints of where they have potentially broken the law or broken like trademark and or copyright. So they said that 1, slander, 2, embezzlement, fraud, like copyright infringement or trademark infringement, like all these crazy allegations. And it's just like, you can't trademark your tweet from a public platform. Like it's within the actual terms and conditions.
Yeah.
So they're saying that in order to kind of like scare people off, she's using the scare tactic and getting her lawyers to like threaten people.
What?
Who are using or circulating her racist
did she trademark it or you literally can't?
I think it's impossible. So there was people who are lawyers or do trademark and copyright because there's 2 different things. And they're saying that she doesn't have a case. In trademark, she doesn't have a case because the same thing in terms of conditions, what you tweet is like public. You don't own rights to your tweet, you know? And on copyright, you could like copyright like a saying, right? But it's still, you really can't get like sued for that, for sharing that on a public platform.
She trademarks the N-word. She's like, sorry, I
own it now. Imagine this white girl.
Fuck?
Yeah. Then she did say, though, to her defense, she did say, like, those tweets were when I was 13. And when I saw them, I didn't see all of them. I didn't do thorough research because, like I said, I don't really care about this person specifically. But I think she was responding to people in her Ask FM. And I think she was just using the word. But I could be mistaken. She could have actually been offensive. I'm like, should we look it up?
I don't doubt it, though.
I'm like, should we look it up to see where her tweets were? Because what if they're racist and I'm actually, like, minimizing it?
No, I'm pretty sure they're racist.
I'm pretty sure they're racist.
I'm pretty sure. Like, if Brooke Schofield, who's trying to, like, come back, like, I'm pretty sure Alex Earl. And she's a heavy Republican. Not that all Republicans are racist, but come on.
but they're Republican.
Yeah, we just gotta look at the, you know what I mean? Like, some things don't need to be said, some things are very
implied.
obvious.
Yeah. And to that point, people are actually comparing Brooke and Alex Earl, and they're like, do you think Alex Earl can come back from this? And they're like, yes, because Alex Earl's audience is mostly girls who look just like her.
Exactly.
Whereas Brooke was on a platform with someone who's very liberal, very left, very open-minded. So her tweets were actually incredibly derogatory and racist, whereas Alex Earl is just like, well, there's this white girl who comes from a really rich, affluent family. It's not surprising that she would think that. And her person is not about like being cool and blah, 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 you know? It's about like beauty and this.
She's chic or what?
She's like beauty, those beach girls, you know, like,
oh, like I go to the Hamptons.
Yes, exactly. Whereas Brooke is like, I'm partying, I'm turning up, I'm with Tana, fuck everything up, I'm fucking this guy, da-da-da. So it's just like your perception is two different things. So she could come back because it's like, well, this is, if it's a script, blonde hair, blue eyes.
But you know what? You know what I like about Brooke is that she could have easily just switched sides. You know what I mean? Because I think it was, I don't know her at or anything, but it was this girl where she's like, I can say the N-word, and she just like says it. And you know who I'm talking about? And then she just switched. She's like, okay, well, I'm just going to be like a right side influencer now. And I feel like Brooke could have very easily gone to that side, but I feel like she's really trying to come back. So I can see the
like the dichotomy.
the need for change. I can acknowledge it. So I appreciate it. Obviously what she said was incredibly wrong, but if she truly feels like this is the space that I want to be in and I want to earn your guys' trust back, that's understandable to me.
Yeah. Wait, what is she doing to earn people's trust back? Is she back on the podcast?
She's not back on the podcast, but she just keeps trying to like post and shit, and she whenever people are like, oh, you think we're just gonna forget about it, she'll keep responding, and she'll be like, no, like I'm telling you, like I'm trying to grow, I'm trying to be better, like I'm gonna acknowledge it every time like that you guys bring it up, pretty much.
Yeah. I'm like, when do people accept that person's growth? Like when they continue to accept it, or are they just kind of riddled with that?
I think it's just more, like kind of, because like you're gonna have to continuously prove that what you said was in the past and that's not your beliefs anymore, which is unfortunate, but it's kind of like in everything in life. Like if you're a good person, you have to constantly show up as a good person. Obviously nobody's perfect, but as your true self and your morals, like they have to align with your actions. So just kind of like, not that you're on trial forever, but essentially everyone is, you know, no one's free of judgment.
Yeah, because it's true. It's just like I remember Laura Lee, like, you know how she had some racist tweets come like out.
I don't know who that is.
Do you watch Full Coverage with Manny MUA and Laura Lee? She's like an OG. No. Okay, so she's like an OG beauty influencer.
Oh, was she the one that had beef with James? Not James. Yeah, James Charles, no?
She's like a little country. She's tan, black hair, but she's like white.
Okay, I don't know who we're talking about, but anyways.
Probably, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But like she had old tweets and now, you know, they canceled her. She was gone for a long time and then she came back and now it's like, you know, like nothing ever happened. But when she does talk about those tweets, she's like, yeah, it was, you know, those tweets. And like she doesn't talk about it in detail, but she acknowledges like those are stupid things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like growth is proven by actions, of course, but I do think like, because I think when you say like, oh, I appreciate it, people are like, oh, well, I'm not going to applaud you for not being racist. And it's like, no, I'm not applauding you, but like you're changing as a person, and I think that deserves
because
recognition.
I do believe people can change, because I do believe we are products of our environment.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like if we don't allow people to change, then why are we bitching at them? Like, if this person's saying I'm going to change, then I feel like we don't have to praise them. But again, you don't have to praise any fucking influencer that you don't want to. It's just more of like, if someone's saying they're going to change and they're already acknowledging your discomfort, and then they're still like, no, I'm going to keep doing this. Like, what's the point of being like, no, you're not, you racist bitch? Like, well, how is she going to grow from that? If anything, she's going to want to be like, okay, well, fuck you guys. Yeah. Which, like I said, she could have easily done.
Yeah, that's true. That white girl who did say that, I could say the N-word. Then she was starting to go on a bunch of platforms, but but then she fell off. Like, I have not heard of her since.
Yeah, because nobody gives a fuck about a stupid bitch.
Yeah, like, you just want to be able to say the N-word and that's it. Like,
you just wanted 5 minutes of clout, and for saying the N-word, like, why?
And she was working for a Afro Latina.
I didn't know that.
She's literally working for an Afro Latina.
You see what I mean? Like, what are you doing?
They're like, we do not stand behind this.
I'm fired, bitch.
Literally. I'm like, that is so stupid. Like, please, guys, like, delete your old tweets.
Dude, but white people drama is so funny. Have you seen the what's going on with these two influencers? One of them's, I think, named Haley, and the other one's named Sophia.
No.
Dude, it's funny. Like, it's funny because their drama is so, like, so stupid.
Silly? Okay, what is it?
Okay, to be fair, I feel like both sides are like, I don't know. So this girl, Sophia, she made a TikTok. She's like this like red-haired, like really pretty influencer or whatever. Mm-hmm. I think they're both from New York. Okay. But like the elites of New York.
Okay, the Hamptons.
And she was like, she made a Get Ready With Me, and she talked about this guy she went on a date with. Mm-hmm. But this guy had a girlfriend, and the girlfriend and her met at like they were like work together at an influencer event or something like that. And so the red hair girl knew the blonde girl had a boyfriend, and I guess supposedly during the influencer event, like she looked him up and then she like followed him. And then they broke up and she went on a date with him. And so she says like, oh, this person tried to get me canceled because I went on a date with like her boyfriend. But dude, the way she describes his date, she's like, I went on this date with this guy, and as soon as we saw each other, like sparks flew, and like it was the most amazing date, and he kissed me and this and that, and they're back together right now. So that was the drama that started it, that she made that video, but they were back together already anyways. So it's like if like someone, like if you and Rex took a break and Rex went on a date with someone, and then when you guys got back together, the person you went on a date with started talking about how amazing the date was and their connection and how like wonderful it was. So the other girl, the blonde girl, Haley, her argument is that they were friends. But apparently they weren't friends.
They're just like peers.
They were just, yeah, like acquaintances essentially. But I'm like, they're both fucking weird.
They're both weird.
They're both weird, and she's weird for getting back with him because, like, well, I mean, I guess that's not weird because, you know, whatever. If you take a break, you take a break. Yeah. But the fight is weird. Because now the Sophia, the ginger girl, is, like, milking it, and everyone's tearing her ass up there. And then there's like, a viral, like, sound going around. It's like, I hate that little ginger bitch. I hate her. I hate her. And it's a different influencer, like putting in her 2 cents about that girl. But, dude, that girl does not give a fuck. And then she made another video, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know you owned him. He wasn't wearing a collar. And I'm like, bitch, that is somebody else's man. Like, you're weird because he doesn't even want you.
Oh, my God. I got to say, I love some white people saying, it's like, whatever made you a loser.
Yeah, I be doing that. I'm like.
That's a bar. Like, see yourself out the door.
Yeah,
or
dude.
Whatever.
And when people were quoting it, like, this is like what the Disney Channel bad girls think they ate with.
Yeah, it is literally white people sayings or comebacks are literally the villains in Disney. Like, it's just always something outrageous.
I always do this. Boy, yeah.
Oh my God, the guys with their sayings.
I know. When he said that, I was like, don't talk shit about my white people sayings. I love them.
He's like, diddly daddly. Let me write that down. That's hilarious. Speaking of people using audios and sounds, it's like trademark infringement has been a theme because very demure, very mindful has been stolen. Yep. So Jules LeBron, who coined the phrase very mindful, very demure, very cutesy. Let me not get sued. Let's not get sued. Somebody, a white man, came and trademarked it.
No fucking way.
And then another person trademarked very demure, very cutesy. And Jules was in the process of developing merch and creating, like, you know, items that she could sell.
Motherfuckers.
And she like went to go trademark, and she saw that someone had already trademarked it. But get this. The guy who trademarked her name has a history of trademarking like other things, like very popular sayings and stuff like that. He just has never been successful in getting everything through because it looks like he filled out all the trademark information himself. And it's a very extensive process that requires like a year of research. So the light at the end of the tunnel is that she can actually fight the trademark and like actually provide proof of her monetizing it. Because I guess with trademark, to make a really strong case, you could trademark it with the intention to sell, and then you can trademark it while you've already sold the product. And so if she already has merch developed and she's already monetized like that saying and has, made ads using that, she can fight that and say, hey, this is actually mine. And so there's the potential ability for her to own that trademark.
That is so crazy that someone would even think about doing that. Something that has nothing to fucking do with them.
Isn't that this world though? Like always stealing from other creators and profiting. That's capitalism.
Stealing from women though, and women of color and minorities. That's the fucking backbone of this country.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, so
Drama llama.
she was crying, she was hurt. She's like, I had so many like plans with this. It really helped me and my family. And she was planning, I remember you had shared to use the funds to help with her transition. So now I'm sure she has to go through like a legal battle to get the proper.
Did you see the girl too that was trying to start beef with her and was like, oh, like this is not very mindful and not very cutesy of me, but the girl who like made the sound is fucking ugly. And I was like, hater ass bitch, bro. Like, how do you just get on this like? Because I feel like hating, like my kind of hating and like just straight up being a bitch hating is different. Because like my hating is more of like,
based on your actions.
Yeah. Like if you're just hating because you're a fucking asshole, like why? What is the necessity in that? And then people started grilling her ass too.
Damn, was she pretty? There's no way you could say that. And you better be like flawlessly beautiful.
No.
You better not have a single pore on your face.
And a flawlessly beautiful person does not even fucking bother. Like they would not even bother. Like
because they're flawlessly beautiful. They're not worried about who's not beautiful. They're worried about staying beautiful.
They're not worrying about like who's doing better than me because it doesn't matter. Like that insecurity is not there.
That's crazy that she would have the audacity to post something like that.
I think people were gonna back her up.
Right? Was she white?
No.
Latina?
Mm-mm. She was black.
She was a black girl? Yeah, no. Mm-mm. Sometimes it be our own too, though. Yeah. Sometimes our own be the biggest haters. Yeah. No, it's unfortunate, but shout out to Jules or sending all love to her because we are very demure, very mindful, very cutesy, and it's all thanks to you. So you better trademark that. Girl.
We are very cutesy, but we are not very demure.
We're not very demure. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
It happens.
Can't have it all.
No,
well,
really.
No, I can't have everything. I feel like I always say that. Can't have everything. Is that negative?
No, because it's true. And I feel like it keeps you grounded.
Yeah.
You can't have everything, but you have enough.
Yeah, almost everything.
Yeah. You have what you need.
Yeah, I remember I told someone, they're like, can't have everything. You can't have everything. Mind you, they were also a millionaire, so they probably could have everything. Yeah.
But they probably don't. That's why. Yeah, they don't. That's why the bitch is dealing drugs.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why rich kids always get into drugs because they have everything and somehow it's still not enough. So you can't have everything.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Cheers to having almost everything.
Cheers to having just what you need.
Yes. Wait, so I know you gave your movie recommendation.
I have a real movie recommendation. Okay. I just watched it and it is so... Guys, my Lover Girl era is just thriving right now. I watched Movie of the Week. My movie of the week this week is Leap Year. Have you seen it?
No.
It's Leap Year currently this year, you guys. I don't know if you guys knew that. But I watched it and it is the most adorable movie ever. It's with Amy Adams. She is like an interior designer and she thinks her boyfriend's gonna propose to her, but he doesn't. And then he goes on a trip to Ireland. And the Irish, I don't know if this is just in the movie or if this is real. Mm-hmm. The Irish have a tradition that on leap year, a woman can propose to their boyfriend. So she travels to Ireland to propose to her boyfriend, but during her trip, everything goes wrong. And she does meet a little someone along the way to help her on her journey.
Stop.
It's adorable. It's like it's corny per usual, but it's so cute, dude. I literally sobbed in the end.
Aww.
Yeah, so that's my movie recommendation of the week.
Okay, wait, where's that? Where can we find that?
I rented it on Prime. I'm not sure what it's on.
She got money like that.
Yeah, well, $4 ain't no thing.
Oh my God, in this economy.
But you know what? I don't feel bad renting movies because I'm always like, if I would have watched this in theater, it would have cost me like $30.
Right, that's true.
And now it's costing me $4. It's all 10 years old. It's all 12 years old.
I'm like, at this point, they should have put it out. Yeah.
But like
you're supporting the actors, though.
Yeah. Twisters is on Prime now, the new one.
Twisters is a new one?
Yeah, they made a new one with Glenn Powell.
I'm sorry, that guy does nothing for me.
I know, but
He's so ugly to me.
Really?
Not me very Demure
I'm not,
after I was
no,
talking
because
shit.
I'm not into like white men like that, but something about him, I think it's his personality in movies. Because in real life, it's only the characters.
Okay.
Because when I see him in interviews, it does nothing for me. But in the movies, I'm like, that's why I bought
Really?
these cowgirl boots. Nah, magic.
Yeah. No, I feel like to me, he's so unattractive. Like,
But-
I don't get it.
Also, I am a die-hard fan of natural disaster movies. They're my favorite. When I was younger, Volcano, the original Twister. Ugh. Literally eat those bitches up. 2012.
That was a good movie, the original Twister.
Yeah.
Was the new Twister good?
I haven't seen it, but that's what I was gonna say. Right now on Prime, to rent it, it's like $18, and I'm like, damn, that's kind of a lot. But I'm like, wait, but if I would have gone to the movies, it would
You
have
would
been
have
like
paid for 2 tickets,
Yeah.
a popcorn.
snacks, drinks,
yeah.
all that. Yeah, so I always think of it
$300.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah. So really, you saved like $248.
exactly. Because I was gonna go to the movies to watch it.
Right. Damn.
Yeah.
You know what? Support your local Prime.
I know. Bring back Blockbuster, please.
Yeah.
I was like the biggest fan. Here, I think it was called Video Store or something like that.
Really?
There was one here in Fontana off Sierra, next to Torta Sinaloa.
Oh, I never went there.
Really?
I went to Blockbuster.
Yeah, I loved Blockbuster.
Or the Red Box. Remember you could rent like the movies in the Red Box?
Dude, we would get in so much trouble because we never returned them, and my dad would get pissed.
They would charge you guys too, huh?
Yeah, they would charge you. I think we would end up paying like $40 for each fucking movie.
She might as well gone to a movie theater.
Yeah, it was Redbox and then it was Netflix.
Yeah.
No, it was Netflix.
Yeah, it was Netflix, and you could rent through.
And you would rent through, yeah, and then you could return them at Redbox, and then Netflix got its own, like
streaming
website. Yeah,
service,
streaming.
yeah.
That's so crazy.
Crazy.
I actually still have Redbox, like the
movies,
cases.
the cases.
Yeah.
She's like, actually, I'm being charged for.
Yeah, I'm actually still being charged by Redbox.
Oh my god, I will literally kill myself. That would be like $1 million fucking
No,
bill.
for real. It's
Yeah,
like
no.
fucking the subscriptions you pay for and never cancel.
Yeah. Oh my god. There's one that's still charging me to this day, and I'm like, it's $5 a month, but it'd be racking up. So I'm gonna call by the end of this year my bank and be like, why are they still like charging me? Like, what's up? I canceled.
What's
this
it for?
So you know I'm in politics, but there's this Capital Morning Report that you can like review, and they'll put a whole bunch of stuff on there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I canceled it like over a year ago, and I've still been getting charged.
Do you read like websites like the Washington Post and shit like that? Like newspaper websites?
Not really. Just like it depends like on articles. I do like to listen if you guys like politics and you guys want to know what's up to the date. There's this podcast that I've shared with you, The Daily, that a friend shared with me. And it's honestly so great. It's from the New York Times, so I like to listen. But I do read articles like here and there. But the thing is now, I mean, support your local journalism. But I feel like now that everything has a paywall.
Yeah.
So I have to pay for a subscription.
That's what I was gonna ask, because I've been wanting to, like, now that I'm getting back into reading, I've been like wanting to read more articles, but I know a lot of them like have a subscription, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna end up fucking paying for them, like whatever.
Yeah, but you know what? I think Apple has one that it gives you access to a whole bunch of different ones.
Really?
So I've been considering that. So maybe let me get it, and I'll tell you if it's worth it. Because, you know, I do like seeing the headlines like, oh, this and that, and then I'll click on it. I'm like, I gotta pay for that.
Dude, that shit pisses me off.
Yeah, but I get it's like, how else are they gonna? The journalists gonna get paid, and how they're gonna get? You know, by subscribing, you help support their journalism. You know,
I wish I would have lived in the era of newspapers. I think I would, like, obviously as a kid I didn't enjoy them, but now as an adult I feel like I could really, really enjoy them.
Yeah, I remember Rex and I, we went to like Raspados, you know, Raspados Extremos.
Oh yeah.
And they had like a newspaper, and I was like, what? And I was like opening through. I'm like, oh my god, they just opened like the little movie theater like right there.
Yeah,
I'm
it has
like,
local news.
Yeah, like I was like, oh shit. I'm like, he was the guy from He's like the drummer from Van Helsing, and he helped recreate them. I'm like, that's so cool. I was like, oh my god, that's my old boss, you know. So
I'm gonna bring in newspapers now. I'm gonna look for them, and we're gonna bring them in. I'm gonna read them to you guys every week. Yes. One column.
Wait, we're gonna get trademarked or copyrighted.
Oh my god.
I'm like, if anything, we're giving them free promo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if you guys are real journalists, actually hit us up. I'd love to have a journalist on here.
Oh, that'd be awesome. My little brother's friend's sister is a journalist for, I don't know where she's working now, but I know she was working at like Univision and stuff like that. Yeah, she's really good. I think she's won like 6 Emmys.
Are you joking?
No, for real.
We should for sure. Well, you know, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, Yeah, but it's badass. Like, I started following her and stuff, and she's really amazing.
Damn.
And every time they post her at the Emmys, I'm like, what again?
Yeah, like, damn, she's just on a streak.
Yeah, I didn't know you had to like you submit it. You have to pay like a submission because it's like a piece. She does like on a specific piece, and then you submit it, and then if it gets like approved, then it goes through like the. But you have to pay.
God, damn, it's like the Pulitzer Prize, and people are winning Pulitzer prizes.
You have to pay to be.
I mean, now that you're saying that, I'm assuming you probably have to do that too, because then everyone would submit a paper for the Pulitzer Prize.
Oh,
right?
That's true. Oh, I didn't think of that. That
and
makes
that probably
sense.
helps like sponsor the event and things like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I want to win a prize someday.
You're gonna win a prize someday. Actually, I can see you winning talk show host.
Oh my gosh.
Co-host, because I'll be her other co-host.
Yes, exactly.
We'll be co-hosts.
We're gonna win.
We're gonna win together.
We're gonna win an Emmy.
We're gonna win an Emmy. I can absolutely say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Thank you guys. Stephanie and I are so grateful today for allowing us the opportunity to be great together.
Honestly, most people would sit up here and say that they never saw this coming, but we knew from the get-go that we would win this award.
Period.
I want to thank everyone, the Academy, my family. I love you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Amen. I'm like, I don't know. It feels like we're going to look back at this in like 5 years. I'm like, oh my God, remember when we did that and then we're actually here?
No, 100%. And honestly, I always pretend to win things.
Yeah. Well, we always win things anyways. Yeah.
We stay winning.
And I feel like we need to end it on a high note.
Yeah, you guys. Let's remember to be positive. I've been consuming a lot of
Hope
motivational, not even hope core. I've moved on to motivational quotes. They have been really helping me.
Can you give us one?
Let me think of my favorite one that I've heard thus far.
We're going to bring back positive affirmations to begin the episode, guys, by the way.
I can't remember, you guys. Just stay positive, I feel. Like, look through. I don't know. I'm trying to think of one and I literally can't.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never give up. Period. And every time we step up to the building, everybody's hands go up. Hey, and they stay there. Hey, and
that's how it's gonna be in Dallas, Texas, y'all. So don't remember to get your tickets.
Yes, the real besties know. And Steph and I might be making a little something special for a little bestie or two. So if you guys cop your tickets, DM us, let us know, because I don't know, we might be wanting to do something a little special for you for coming back to come see us, because we want to come see you too.
Yep. And also, me and Isis had said that we were gonna give away 2 tickets.
Yes, 2 tickets.
So comment, post on your story, and tag a friend on
your story.
On their story, yeah.
Tag besties, tag a friend.
Yes.
And we'll select 2 winners.
Yeah, we're each gonna select 2 winners. So there'll be 4 winners. So make sure you do that. You'll have next week too, but we are going to be giving that away. So thank you so much for watching, besties. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next week. Bye.